Yo, what's up my people? Welcome back to another video. Before I start anything, I got a couple of things to say. This is going to be separate from the podcast. If you guys want to go to the podcast and check it out, there's going to be a link in the description down below. And this is going to be something I'm going to, I'm going to do, things that it's going to be too heavy for the podcast. I'm not going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm just going to be uploading videos just on YouTube. So if you guys are listening to the podcast, subscribe to YouTube. If you guys just are going to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So a couple of things I want to talk about. Well, actually, one thing I just want to make clear. I uploaded a video the other day talking about MGK got booed off stage. Machine Gun Kelly. I want to just keep it 100% clear. I don't want to be out here just spreading fake news and not correcting myself. I got fooled by it. Everybody else got fooled by it. And it came out saying that video was fake. That video was basically just altered and made it seem like he was getting a lot more boos than he really was, or whatever the case is.
So I gotta say, I heard that weak ass shit. So I gotta say, I heard that weak ass shit. Wanna see all y'all hands up right now? The rap devil is in your motherfucking city tonight. Hey, fuck Marshall Mathers, motherfucker. Wanna see all y'all hands up right now? The rap devil is in your motherfucking city tonight. Hey, fuck Marshall Mathers, motherfucker.
Just want to clear the air and just put it out there. All right? Okay. So, tackling the main topic of this video, Machine Gun Kelly went to the Breakfast Club and started talking some wild shit. That's basically what it is. He started talking some wild shit in the Breakfast Club. And I'm gonna break down every part of the interview, things I disagree with, things I agree with, and just clarify a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? So he starts off by talking about speaking to M about, the whole Twitter thing. You know what I'm saying? He basically just said that happened a while back, and he knew, he didn't really talk to anybody, and because he's a recluse, and he had to talk to, Paul Rosenberg and all them, his team. You feel me?
He should have said it 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Were you waiting for it 6 years ago?
Truth be told, we had handled it behind the scenes 6 years ago.
So y'all spoke about it.
So after
he's a recluse. We can't find him. So we didn't speak. I spoke to Paul Rosenberg and his team because that is as man to man as it gets with him.
And with that being said, he, that kind of shows how Eminem basically is a recluse. You know what I'm saying? Something that I've been criticizing him about, that he hasn't been really out here in social media like that, for a person to be his age, at least be more wary about what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? Then the next thing he talks about how that issue related to him and Yellow Wolf beefing.
Did that happen? But at the same time, me and Yellow Wolf are beefing. Yellow Wolf is an Interscope artist, and he's up under Shady.
Then he basically goes on to say how Eminem stages his interviews, and how M don't really have real interviews. He kind of handpicks them. And when he talks about the interview, he's talking about the 3-part interview with Sway, and because Sway works for M and Shade 45 and all that. So that's what he was talking about. And he's talking about the 3-4 part whatever interview that Eminem was doing.
We don't speak to him. We don't know where he is.
Yeah.
We don't speak to him. We speak to his spokespeople. And I'm speaking on the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why everyone's riding for this man so tough. This is a person who won't even show up to do a real interview.
Meaning that Sway works for Shade 45, so it's all staged. It's all yeah.
Now I kind of find this a little disingenuous because the Breakfast Club, Diddy has a hand on the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Diddy has a hand on the Breakfast Club. You know, it's part of Revolt and all that. And Machine Gun Kelly is at the Breakfast Club. He could have went to any other radio station, but he went to the Breakfast Club for some reason. You know what I'm saying? So that it's kind of disingenuous. You feel me? Also, regarding the whole P Diddy, like Diddy and M, you know, because M talked about, you know, how he got Pac killed and all that, which was a rumor for a long time. Joe Budden said, like, cleared it out on his podcast, because Joe Budden was basically talking for Diddy.
I think that last bar took it there with Puff. And I'm speculating here, but that was some shit.
Nothing to speculate about, nothing to talk about. Puff said it's in his hands, and he said I can say it.
All right.
And then Machine Gun Kelly goes out and addresses his album sales.
I've sold over 20 million records.
For real?
Right now. As Machine Gun Kelly.
Everybody's always giving you flack for your career.
It's so odd. It's like
Wait,
how
you
many
sold
times
over
I've had a
20
number.
million?
I
I've
didn't
had
know
a
you
number.
sold over 20 million, though.
Yes, I've had a #1 pop song on the
these
radio.
real facts or Cat
These are
Williams
all
facts?
real. No, these are real facts.
He goes out and addresses his album sales. This is something I don't agree with, and this is something that it's kind of weird. One, I really don't give a fuck if you selling albums on top of albums on top of that. To me, that doesn't really mean nothing. I'm an old school nigga. I really care about legit, real lyrics and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care. The Little Pumps and the 6ix9ines are selling records right now. That doesn't mean that they're nice. So that whole album sales shit, that doesn't really mean nothing to me. But the thing is, he said that he sold over 20 million. Now, I went to the RIAA website, right? I went to the RIAA website, and I basically, you know, was looking at Machine Gun Kelly's whole catalog. And if you really add it up, one by one, I'm not gonna go through this whole video adding shit up, but you guys could do it on your own. Go to RIAA.com and, you know, type my man's name in, but it all adds up to 7.5 million. 7.5 million, but my man said he sold over 20 million. So, that's kind of a lie right there. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to start throwing fake numbers out here. You feel me? But then he also addresses the mumble rapper aspect of it.
Well, we're talking about facts. You want to talk about man buns? Answer the facts.
I think people.
You want to talk about a hairstyle I wore for a movie, a blockbuster movie? Shout out Nerve. In a 10-episode Showtime series called Roadies. I'm an actor, homie. How disconnected are you? You called me a mumble rapper? Oh my!
Yeah, that was
like.
stupid.
Can we just pour some out for this old dumbass? Like, I can't even.
on the floor.
So yeah, like Eminem called him a mumble rapper and all that. And again, something I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And the whole man bun shit. Like I said, M is just basically, you know, showing that he's a recluse. You know what I mean? It's just showing that he's a recluse, and again, it kind of puts Rap Devil as a slight edge over Killshot. And it's not because I'm an M hater, mind you. I'm a big stan, but I'm not gonna be fake about it. I'm gonna talk real shit. I edge Rap Devil over Killshot. Just slightly, just a little bit, because I feel Eminem could have went harder. And I know Eminem was just giving him little taps, like little jabs. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go in like that, but he was giving him jabs and all that. But then they talk about how Eminem never really battled anybody lyrical.
that conversation, you know, which I think is a good thing. Put you back into a space where I think you feel more like a lyricist.
Yeah.
You got a different swag now.
Yeah. I think I think that's why I said, like, if this is what it takes to show my talent off, then I'm with it. I was raised by wolves. I was meant for this. Like, I got energy for this. If you look at any of my track records of beef, isn't Christina Aguilera and Mariah Carey.
I agree.
It's all gorillas. I've went to war with nothing but gangsters, gorillas, and 450-pound security bouncers. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
This is the first.
This
time.
doesn't have anything to do with nothing. I'm talking about
Previous, right?
Like it says what it says.
This is the first time we've ever heard Eminem actually go after people that can rap. Joe Budden, Machine Gun Kelly.
Right.
You know what I mean? He went at Cannabis, but Cannabis was kind of on the downslide.
Which I was always, you guys could probably listen to my other old videos. I was always critical of. And really never battled anybody lyrical. The only one he battled lyrical was Cannabis. But by that time, Cannabis is washed. By that time, my man was washed. M came out with a response, "Can I bitch?" Right? Shit was nice and decent. Shit was hard. You know, the shit was hard. But by that time, Cannabis was washed. Nobody was checking for Cannabis. Nobody cares. To tell you the truth, after his second album, was it 2000 BC or something like that? Yo, my man fell off. You know what I'm saying? He fell off. Nobody's checking for Cannabis. Nobody's checking for him. So it's true. He hasn't had anybody really lyrical come toe-to-toe. And I don't think Machine Gun Kelly is that lyrical to go toe-to-toe to Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I feel that if Eminem would have a good lyrical battle, would be with Joe Budden. Would be basically all just the people that he named on Kamikaze. Yeah, I just say Joe Budden. Joe Budden's really lyrical. Don't sleep on Joe. You know what I'm saying? He's very lyrical. He's from that old school era. You feel me? So I'll say that the only one that could go toe to toe with him is Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? So to wrap up this whole thing about MGK's interview and all that, to be real, yeah, he was spitting some facts, things that everybody else said. Even Joe Budden said it. I even said it. To be real, just because of some of the lies about the whole fake albums and all that, and the whole thing about stage interview. Listen, MGK, you are milking the fuck out this whole beef. I really don't care. To be honest, I really don't care. I feel like you caught an L with this one because you are milking the shit out of it. My man, just leave it alone. I understand that you're the #1 topic right now. I get it, but M is right. He gave you a career just now, so you better enjoy these little 15 minutes of fame and see what you're gonna do after that. Because I know his album, I think was it Beige or something like that, is coming out. In like I think was it in a couple of days or something like that. So let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. But that's my thoughts. Tell me what y'all think. Hit me up. Tell me what y'all like these little videos that I'm not gonna include to the podcast and all that. And I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.